Thank you. Sorry, Glenchacha, for the reminder. Oh my God. Nonetheless, it is recorded in your hearts, and I hope that you will definitely take this forward, knowing that careers we cannot give to our kids, but business we can. And that is why tonight we've called you here so we can speak to you about building legacies. Careers, I know you hear that a lot. I know that's what maybe people are looking for. You're always looking for a job. You're always looking for someone to hire you. But when all is said and done and you are hired, what do your kids get when you are gone? So we are here to talk legacy. We are here to talk about what you can add on to your life's purpose so that you leave behind a meaningful existence to your life. I hope that makes sense. Also, I love it, guys, if you can just give me some bit of emojis as well. It just hypes me up as I talk, just so I know that, okay, you guys are still with me and, you are awake. Hopefully, your phones are not in your pockets while I speak. What matters the most to you? What matters the most to you? I don't know about you. For me, I can never really pinpoint one specific thing that matters to me, but all I know is that I want to be remembered for what I have done in this life. I want to be remembered for what I leave behind. I want to be remembered for what I am able to share with others at this point in my life. For me, how people remember me is more important. For me, how people see me and how people think of me when I'm with them and when I'm absent from them matters for me. I want to be able to give people a good experience. I want to be able to give people that come around me an option in life to say, if you can't do this, do that. I want to share life's most precious treasure, and that is building legacies. I love my kids so much, but I'm not good to my kids if I have nothing to leave for them when I'm not here. I'm good enough here right now. I'm good enough when I can still handle things physically, but I want them to be able to have what I could not have or what I have worked for even when I'm gone. To be able to have what I'm working for even when I am gone. For me, that is what matters most to me. I don't know about you. Maybe you can just hit me up on the chat. What matters most to you? What are you currently praying for so hard? What are you currently desiring? Listen, you can say family, you can say marriage, you can say kids, you can say it is what matters most to you, because when you speak and when you confront what matters most to you, your mind opens up to saying, what other options do I have for me to go after what matters most to me? What is it that I can do that will give me more power and strength to go after what I want? And when you realize what matters most to you, whatever storm that comes your way, whether in career, whether in business, whether trying to live out your godliness, you will continue to push and fight through, because the matter that is connecting you to what you are doing is what is important. So I see on the chats there, we've got my family, Dineo and Petuna. I love it when it comes to family, because at the end of the day, we are labeled by where we come from, where we currently are, and what we leave for the people we love the most. Those are the three characteristics of us becoming intertwined in family. Family is where you come from. It is currently what you are building, and it is what you leave behind. So ensure as you live your life, as you go through the session, your mind is wide open to saying, what do I leave behind for my family? Because everything we're going to be talking tonight about, it definitely has to do with family. Now, okay, I'm going to pass this. There's this amazing business that I want to share, which is called Forever Living Business. This is a business that allows me, my family, not only to produce it as a legacy, but for us to also have the healthy lifestyle that we want. There's no point in chasing money if all you gotta spend it on is in buying medication or going through medical processes. The first thing you want is create wealth through your healthy living. All right. So that's what for me, that's what forever means. It means creating wealth through healthy living because it speaks to me first. Now, what is Forever Living? If you may wonder, it is a business. It is a network marketing industry. It is operating in the health, beauty, and wellness industry. We are in an era and in a generation where beauty is number one. You look at your Connie Fergusons that are going to 60s and you are thinking, what am I doing in my 30s? What am I doing in my 30s? I saw a video yesterday of this Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson was turning what? I think it was 60 years old, if I'm not mistaken, on the video. 60 or even 70. I can't remember. If anyone has seen that video, I think it was on TikTok. Please just remind me of her age. But I was like shocked when I saw the age that she was celebrating. And I looked at her and I'm like, there is no way this woman is 60 years old. She's wearing some beautiful baggy jeans. She's wearing an amazing a t-shirt. She's looking fine, better than I in my 30s. And I'm like, what am I doing? So then I'm reminded, like, no, man, I'm in the most amazing business that speaks to me first because it's in the health, beauty, and wellness industry. And if you can take that seriously, starting with yourself, you really get to produce the legacy that you want. This amazing business, Forever Living, is founded by Rex Mon in 1978. So basically, it is 48 years old this year. We've just celebrated its 48th birthday. I think it was on Thursday, celebrating the life that Rex has built through this amazing business. May his soul rest in peace. But guess what? He has left us with a tool that will never run dry. He has left us with an opportunity that will never end. So now the question comes to you is, what are you going to do with it now that you found it? When you find a gold mine, do you go and tell others before you check if there's even gold in there for you? Do you walk out and say, no, I'm not going to get my hands dirty and start working for this gold? Or do you get yourself in there and say, listen, I'm going to put my hands and all of myself in it? Where there's a gold mine, try by all means to be part of it because your life will change in a drastic manner. And that's what Rex Mon has allowed for all of us to do. And not only here in this chat room, not only here in South Africa, but it is a global company operating in over 140 countries. So in all these 140 countries, Rex Mon has decided to open gold mines for people to dig gold and health through this amazing business. Now, I don't know about you. If you want to be at age 70, at age 60, looking like a 30-year-old, this is the mine you need to stick with. It produces aloe vera based products. Now, aloe vera, if you did not know, it is labeled as a superfood. A superfood meaning it is one plant, one ingredient that tackles a lot of issues in your body. That is why it's very difficult for us, Forever Living Business, to be specific to say, what does this product do? Because the mere fact that it has aloe in it, girl, it does a lot. It does whatever it can do in your system. And that is the most beautiful thing with our product is that each one of our products that we have, they get to address almost every issue that you may have in relation to your health and your beauty. Now, what Forever allows also is for you to make extra income selling these amazing high quality products around your current life commitments. So you get to be part of the exchange. You get to be part of the building this amazing business. Guys, I hope this makes sense. And I hope already it interests you to say, I don't want to be left out of it. I don't want to be left without looking after myself. I don't want to I don't want to find myself struggling. What am I going to use for my arthritis? What am I going to use for my constant headaches? What am I going to use for my period pains? What am I going to use for my active lifestyle? Lalela, you have just joined the most amazing conversation that is going to answer and fuel up your life. Now, the most amazing thing about Forever Living in these 140 countries where it is operating currently, Forever Southern Africa is number 3 in the whole 140 countries. 1, 2, 3, and then up to 140. Guys, this is big. This means that in Southern Africa, Forever is thriving. Remember, it's also in Asia, it's also in UK, it's also in America. So it means all these other countries, when they look at the presentation of the Forever Living business, they see Southern Africa as number three. They know for sure that there's a country, there's a continent in Africa that is doing the most. And if you are not one for impact, you're going to miss this train. Southern Africa includes your Namibia, your Swaziland, your Lesotho, your Botswana, your Mozambique, your Zimbabwe, and now Angola. This means you can have business in all of those countries without having to go through tax invasions, without having to go through customs, without having to go like literally you come into the business, you get a business link, you can sell your products to somebody who's in UK, somebody who's in Namibia, somebody who's in Angola, and the company does the shipping without you having to do anything. So this is a business of the times. We all want to work, but we actually all don't want to work. What I mean about that is that we want to work so smart that even when I'm sleeping, my phone is generating money for me. And this is the type of impact that Forever does. It allows you to work from anywhere while you are committed in any other thing. As long as you've got a smartphone, it definitely is capable of doing business for you. Now, what are these products that I spoke about? What are these high quality products that Forever is allowing for us to have? Now, you can choose your part, whether you're somebody who is a runner, you are an active person, you are always, every Saturday, you are part with the runners, you are always trying to get yourself fit. We've got products for you. Whether you are somebody who's always having what's this infective systemic body problems, we have B products for that, which are our natural antibiotics. So we've got products for you. We've got skincare products. We've got from your 6-month-old to your most elderly person. We've got the nutrition that the body needs as somebody grows and develops and up to even aging. Support. We've got products that help with heart support. We've got products for weight loss. You want to lose or you want to gain. Weight management is there. Now tell me if there's anything that is here that you don't find yourself in. There's no way. Whether it's beauty, you are in. Okay, so you choose your part, you choose your pie in this business, and you really make it work for you. So these are just few examples that I have just to show you that our products work with each and every one of us for whatever reason that you want. So whether you want weight loss, you can get it for weight loss. Whether you want to gain some weight, you get it for weight gain. Whether you've got kids that are struggling, this is actually my daughter. She was, I think at this age, she's what now? She's 8. She's 7 years old. And I joined the business 2 years ago. She's turning 8 in August. She's 7 years old. I joined the business 2 years ago. So she was probably 5. She was probably 4-ish. Yes, 4-ish there. And this was a struggle that we had with her because her body was very it's very acidic. So if it's not on the head, it was on her body. If it's not on her body, other parts, it was mostly, I think the one that scared me the most was in her private parts. She started getting boils on her private parts. She started having black spots that like was just terrible. And I mean, at 4 years old, who would want to have a baby or a little girl like that? So coming into Forever, Forever was not the reason why, or rather, she was not the reason why I joined Forever. But now that I was in Forever and I'm learning about the beauty of the products and the power of the products, it really helped me to now start looking after my family. To be honest with you, whatever my kids complain about, it's a belly tummy issue. Anglali, I give them Forever products. I give them Berry Nectar products. I give them, I mean, the aloe drinks. They know you complain of one thing. It's aloe this. We aloe everything in the house. So whether it's headache, I aloe. Okay, so that's the beauty with this is that I've never been to the doctor with her again for anything like this. We're now growing hair, absolutely amazing. So I'm showing you this to show you that over and above, maybe selling is not for you. Maybe you don't want to talk to people, but is your health in check? Are you growing well? Are your kids growing well? What are you doing to enhance? Guys, akukho mnandi to always having to go to give to the doctors for your kids. It's winter now. Kids are there's flu all over. Kids are in and out of hospitals. What are you doing to boost their immune system? What are you doing to take care of your kids so you avoid that? And that's what our products are. They are supplements. They help your body to fight off infective diseases. They support your immune system. They boost your wellness. Why don't you want to do that for yourself and for your babies? Every single season, you even know yourself. Vele this season, Mina, this is what I go through. That's not life. God did not give you this life to suffer. He wants you to live and live it abundantly. So you come into the business, the first thing you do is join the business and buy products to use for yourself. You buy the products to use for yourself. You are not losing anything when you are buying to use for yourself. You are basically telling yourself that I am the most important person in this business. If you're a CEO in the business, the last thing you want is for you to collapse first. For you to collapse first before you even build the empire. So if you're not taking care of yourself first, then you are killing the empire you are trying to build because where are you going to get the power and strength to run the business? So buy the product, become your best customer. Any person who starts a brand, you will see them by constantly wearing that brand until somebody asks and says, Kanti, where are you buying this thing? So if you're not using the products, your life is not changing, your health is not improving, your skin is not improving. No one is going to see the difference in you. People already know you, but when every week at work you are calling in sick. Every winter you are not at work. Every month when it's a cycle, you are not at work. When you start being at work more often, because you are using the products and your health is improving, people begin to realize, hey, Bo, it's been 2 weeks you have not called in sick. Then you can easily say, listen, I've been taking this aloe juice. It's so amazing. So you share that with them. You share now the benefit of what you are using that makes you get well, what makes you feel energetic. Then you start talking to people about it. Then you start telling people about it and you start developing. Sometimes it's not even intentional where you are developing 20 to 30 regular customers. It's because of the results that they are seeing from you. You become the quality, the results, the end user of your own brand, your own products. So that's the second thing then you would do is share. There's no one who would share something that is not working. Would you buy something from someone you've never seen them use? How sure are you that this thing works? So show them tell them your story, show them your results. If it's something physical, if it's weight related, show them the results. If it's more internally, talk to them about your journey, talk to them about your struggle and what helped you overcome it. I'm currently talking about my ectopic pregnancy journey on TikTok. Since I started on Monday, I was like no intention at all for anything, but that alone is helping me to realize there are so many women that I need to connect with to say, listen, here is a product that really helped me to get my groove back, that helped me to get my femininity back. And that comes from what? It's a story I told. Because now that they relate, they know how the imbalance is, they know how frustrating they are feeling. It's easy for me to say, now, this is a product that has really helped me overcome that. So I would not have shared it if I had no experience of it. Now, once that is done and people are regularly questioning and asking you about the product, one or two will eventually ask, how do you join this business? Because now that they've used the product, they've seen how amazing it is, they would love to buy it for themselves as well. They would want to be part of it as well. So now you tell them, listen, you can join the business and become part of the family. So you talk to people about the opportunity now. You remember you've been talking to them about the product. Now you talk to them about the opportunity to say, while you are taking care of your health, why don't you make money doing it? Because someone will tell you, listen, a friend of mine now wants the product. I've given them your number, or my relative wants this. I've given them your number. You can say, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't give them my number. Get them, tell them to send the money to you. Let's register you so they can buy from you and you start making money. You get a discount when you buy the products. No one would say no to extra income in this generation. No one would say no. So then with these, you start now looking for 5 key people to work with. People that say, you know what, Zanele, now that I feel strong, now that I've recovered in my health, I am ready to build this business with you. And you start coaching them and developing them as they build their business as well. So basically, the coaching and developing people is what you have been doing all along. You just teach them how to buy and continue to use the product, share the benefit of the product, as well as share the opportunity and have their own team. They coach them to do and the same thing as well. So there's nothing that you are not showing them that you are not doing. And when you do all of these things, especially when now you are developing people, remember, when you share the products you are selling, which means you are getting profit, that becomes your first area of income. You get profits from selling the product. So your next area of income would be when this person now says, listen, I'm ready, let me register so I can also sell to my cousins and my family. You now become a team leader. You get paid a bonus for recruiting or for introducing this person to the business. We call that a team leader bonus. Then once that person's team also grows and you continue to have more people in your line, you become a business coach, a business developer. You also get paid for your team's performance. The more they buy products, the more you also get benefits from leading them. That now becomes a business developer income. So already in you just using the product, in you just sharing the benefits, in you just helping someone to join the business, you have opened 3 streams of income in our Forever Living business. Now tell me if your family will not benefit from that. Tell me if waking up to going to your job is not going to feel better because you are now not only looking at the 1 day income that you get once a month, 12 times a year, but now you are able to make bits and bits of income as the month progresses. You are not confined to one income. You've got more streams of income that comes throughout the month. Waking up to going to bed to work becomes meaningful. You start doing your job for the purpose that you were hired, not out of anger, which value you need to be there in order for you to make a living. Now you've opened up what? Options. I said to you, one of the things of me becoming a woman in power is because I want women to have options. And this is it, girl. This is one of the options that you can create more options from in this life. So, how then does Forever measure our business success? Okay, Zanele, now I'm in the business. Now I've got people using the products. Now I've got people joining my team. But now, how is this business going to show me that I am growing and building the business? We have what we call a global currency. This is a system that Forever uses because now we are in over 140 countries. There's no way Forever can keep track of all these currencies from each and every different country. To give us one language, to give us one system, Forever said, you know what? Let's have a point system for each and every product that is going to help us calculate the growth of the business people or the Forever business owners in the company. And we call those points case credits. So that is the currency that Forever looks at in terms of checking our growth and activity in the business. So case credits is what you earn every time you buy a product or every time you introduce a person into the business, you accumulate case credit in your name. So just like the example is showing here, how then do you accumulate this? You accumulate this by using, by retailing, and by recruiting. Now, okay, I understand I can use, I can retail, I can recruit. But now what is going to make me different every single month in the business from other people? How am I going to know that I'm achieving over and above my business requirements in this business? Forever says we have an active status requirement of 4 case credit a month. So every one of us can join the business, but only people who are 4cc active, 4 case credit active in a month, that shows Forever that this is an active Forever business owner. It's like when we go to work, we all go to work, but you know there are those people who go to work to clock in and do nothing. You even get frustrated at those people because at the end of the month, they get paid full salary, but they've literally done nothing. In some cases, you end up doing their work for them, but they get paid and they never share anything for you. Now, in Forever says you can all join the business, but only those who are 4K's credit active every month are we going to remunerate them through what we call a 5% boost bonus, because they've shown that they've shown up for their business and they are actively building their business successfully. So this is a success factor that shows Forever that this person is serious about changing his or her family in the business. So this is what makes you get paid in Forever Living business. Now, here's another example that Forever says, okay, maybe you're not sure how you're going to make your money once you've got your products. Let's give you an example of what you can make when you sell one specific product called our aloe vera gel juice, which is our signature product. And also, how much money do you make when you introduce someone into the business? And what exactly happens when you are now 4K's credit in the business? We see that you are actively building your business. What are you getting as a 5% boost bonus? Okay, so this is an example that shows you everything that I've just spoken about in terms of the areas of income that you are getting and the boost bonus that Forever says you will get when you are 4CCK active. So when you sell one aloe bottle, you are making a profit of 175 Rand 16 cents. That is your take home. That is what you are going to buy bread with. That is what you're going to put petrol with. That is what you are going to give your kid for extramural activities in school. That is a profit for you. That's from selling one bottle. Then if you decide to sell 2 aloe bottles in a day, you are making 350. Now, there is no limit to say how much or how many bottles are you going to sell. You decide how many bottles you want to sell. Now, if you decide to do this for 5 days, Monday to Friday, you're selling 2 bottles of aloe, that is 10 bottles a week, you are making 1,751 Rand 60. That is your profit for that week. You can buy your bus ticket. You can put your full tank. There's so much that you can make from what? From profit before your payday if you are working like me. So every week you don't have to cry and go borrow money because you don't have transport money for the next week. Sell a bottle of aloe and make the money that you need. In 4 weeks, you make a profit of 7,006 Rand 14. You can even pay an installment here for either a car or a bond, or even pay your child's school fees from profit, not your salary, from your profits that you make from selling. Now, after these 4 weeks, you would have now accumulated the 4K's credit that Forever says this is what shows us this person is determined in this business to change the family's life and is also making money. So your 4K's credit is 7,000 worth of profit. That's how Forever knows you have money in your bank or money through the product at home. Now, you decide to then tell somebody about this business and how much you are making a month as profits. And they decide, listen, I want to join. I want the full starting combo of this business so I can also go in the business running. With that, the person, when they buy the box, they are accumulating another case credit on top of the 4 that you've just made that shows under your name, right? And on top of that, Forever says, because you've introduced a person and helped change their lives, you've become a woman empowerer or a man empowerer to say, I wanted to give this family options so they can be able to leave a legacy. And Forever says, we thank you for changing somebody's life. We are going to pay you 1,600 just for that. 1,693 and 48 cents into your bank account, even if this person has not received their stock yet. Within that 10 days, the next payday that Forever pays us in a month, you get paid the 1.6 into your account. It does not end there. Forever says, we've seen how hard you've worked in that month. You've done your 4K's credit. You've introduced someone with 2K's credit in the business. You've accumulated 6K's credit at the end of the month. You've shown over and above the requirement for you to be active in the business. We are going to give you a 5% boost bonus on the 15th of the following month. This 5% boost bonus includes the fact that the person that you've introduced in the business also bought stock. You've already got to 1.6 for them starting the business, but you also get within your 5% boost bonus. For being 4cc active, you are going to get a boost bonus, including this person's 2cc of buying stock, which is a total of 1.354 Rand and 51 cents into your bank account on the 15th, just to say thank you for changing lives. At the end of that month, you would have made 10,054. And now tell me in the chats, what can you do with 10,000 Rand a month? Just in the chats, what can you do with 10,000 Rand a month? So now you are asking yourself, okay, Zanele, like, I get you. I know what I need to do in Forever. I use the product, I sell the product, I gain customers, I introduce people in the business, and I coach them in the business. God, do I get? How do I join this business? How do I start this amazing business? Guys, I'm not seeing you on the chat. Are you sleeping or did you mute me? I'm not seeing you in the chat. What can you do with 10,000 Rand? I want to know. You said what matters most to you is family. What is 10,000 Rand going to do to your family, for your family? Now, there are two joining options that we have in the business. The first option is for you to join as a forever business owner. That is when you are buying this amazing, amazing full box called the Start Your Journey Combo, which comes with the 2 case credit. And you buy this box with 7,400 Rand. Now that sounds like the most expensive business to start in Forever, apart from the fact that we do have high quality products. However, this investment does come back to you. Once you've sold all the products in the box, your 7,000 comes back. So you are literally joining the business with nothing because it comes back with a 5% profit in it. Now, option number 2 is when you decide to join this business as a customer and you're saying, you know what, Zanele, I don't think business is for me. I don't think network marketing is for me, but I would love to start taking care of my health. I want to start as a customer and see what this product can do for me and my family. You can join with the option B, which gives you a minimum or allows you to start with a minimum of 1,650 Rand. So you buy your first product that you want to use. You are specific with what product that you want for yourself. You are specific what products you want to use for your family. That is just a minimum. You can start with the 1.6. You can always decide to buy more products and you can always come back and buy. And what's nice is that you are getting a 5% off when you buy as a customer. You're getting a 5% off when you purchase as a registered customer in the business. When you register as the full FBO member, as with the Start Your Journey Combo, you are going to get a 30% discount and you're going to start at a business level called the assistant supervisor level. Okay, so in here, you're a full forever business owner. However, I do also get people that just want to join with this option to enjoy the 30% discount while buying for themselves and for their family. So there's literally no holding you back to say, if I join with the full member, it means I need to sell. No, you still get to enjoy the 30% discount of products buying for your family, because at the end of the day, we are here to solve health and beauty products problems. So we want you to find yourself healthy and looking beautiful. Okay, so what you do after that, completely up to you. Now, here are the different marketing levels. So every time you're going to start a business or you're going to get into a career, you want to know what are the levels of growth in the company, what are the levels of growth in the business. So as a preferred customer with the 5% discount, please excuse me a little bit. You want to find out what, as a preferred customer, you are going to start at the red circle. That is where you're just buying stock for yourself, for the use, for your family. Now, when you buy the Start Your Journey Combo box, you are buying this box to start as an assistant supervisor. That is the first leg in the business of growth. You are getting your 30% discount. You are getting profit from your customers. Then you are also getting the 5% boost bonus. You start this level with 2 case credit. Now, when you buy the box, you are immediately at this level. But when you start as a customer and you decide, I'm consistently buying, and then later on you realize, hey man, the company on my, because whenever you join or you register as a customer, you are also going to get your own link. Then you realize, well, while you are busy buying over a period of 2 months, you find yourself having to be asked a question if you'd like to upgrade to FBO. That basically means that what you have spent in a period of 2 months has accumulated to case credit, which now the system says you are eligible to become an assistant supervisor, even if you're not selling. You're consistently buying for yourself for use gets you to assistant supervisor, and you start now enjoying a 30% discount when you continue to buy your stock moving forward. What's nice also is that once you become an assistant supervisor, that is where you start now recruiting and building your team. As you recruit and build your team, the next level of growth you have is supervisor level, where you accumulate 10 case credit over a period of 1 month with the people that you've joined in the business or you've introduced into the business. That is how you are going to now accumulate your 10 case credit and become a supervisor and enjoy a 38% discount on purchases in the business, and you continue to enjoy profit. You now get paid for people that are assistant supervisors in your team, and you get paid you get paid volume bonus for your preferred customer or the new members that you've brought into your business, and a 3% on assistant supervisor group purchases, right? I hope this makes sense. Now, your next level after supervisor level, over a period of 2 months, once again, you are consistently building your team. You are consistently leading your team and coaching your team to do the same thing that you are doing. You now level up to assistant manager by doing 60 case credit over a period of 2 months, and you get to enjoy a 43% discount when you buy stock. So now this, all guys, the more percentages you are enjoying, the more profit you are making. All right. So that's what you get to enjoy. You get paid for your supervisor group, your assistant supervisor group, and your preferred customer group. Now, the next level that you want to know to get to is manager level. Everybody comes into a company maybe as a cleaner or as a clerk, and you start learning how the system works. You start coming into courses. You start, because you've seen that, okay, there is a supervisor level, there is an assistant manager level, there is now a manager level in the company. So I want to study and learn how this company works so I can get to manager level. You do that here as well, because the more levels you are moving up, the more money you are making. That's why people are always fighting for promotions at work, because every promotion comes with an increase. People sometimes even kill themselves, kill others just for that promotion. The beautiful thing with Forever is that you don't have to wait for anyone to die for you to get to the next level. You just have to work your way there. You literally just work your way there. You get to manager level, you're getting a 48% discount on personal purchases. You continue to enjoy profits from your forever preferred customers. You enjoy the 18% of recruitment volume bonuses. You enjoy assistant manager group purchases. Whatever your assistant manager group is doing, you get paid for them. Whatever your supervisor group is doing, you get paid for them. Whatever your assistant supervisor group is doing, you are getting paid for them. So you get paid for every leg in your business. How amazing is that? You need 120 case credit over a period of 2 months to become a manager, or you need 150 case credit over a period of 4 months to get to manager level. Right. Now that you've made it to manager level, what is such a big fuss about getting to manager level? It means you now get to unlock another stream of income. So now you have your fourth stream of income, because you're now a manager. You continue to retail, you continue to introduce people into the business, you continue to build your team and build leaders in your team. Once you become a manager, you start now producing other managers, and Forever pays you for every generational manager that you get or that you help to become a manager in your business, right? So your first generation is the first person that you introduce in the business. When they become a manager, you get a 60% bonus. Sorry, a 6% bonus when they become a manager, and they do 60 case credit. Forgive me about that. So for the first generation manager, you are going to get a 6% for their work, for everything that she or he and their team does. You get 6% paid, provided this 6% is quite a lot of money, provided they're doing a 60 case credit per month with their team. That is a healthy manager. So remember that in the beginning, we spoke about a healthy business that you are doing as an FBO, as a new person in the business that is 4 case credit. You continue as a manager to do your 4 case credit. However, for a healthy manager business with their team, 60 case credit is what forever sees that this team, this manager and their team are completely working for the legacy that they want to build for their kids. All right. So that is what healthy manager business looks like, 60 case credit. Now, the second generation, that is after this person that I've introduced becomes a manager, they introduce a manager, they produce a manager in their team as well. I get 3% from the second generation of the people that are in my team, and I get a 2% of the third generation of the manager that is in my team. That is now another stream of income that I have worked towards in the business as lines of managers are being introduced. Now, what's amazing here is that tonight we have an amazing guest, or rather, we've got amazing guests, the Mbuyazis. They are going to show us the power of this line. They are sapphire managers in the business, which means they've got 9 managers in their team. 9 direct managers in their team. So they are the living proof of what leadership income looks like in our Forever Living business. They are not far, guys. They are not overseas. They are not in other countries. They are right here in South Africa, specifically in Gauteng. So these are people that are going to be telling us what it looks like to have a manager line business. So I'm going to end it and wrap it up right here because the next session is exactly what I want our guests tonight to take us through as fire managers, as a couple. What is it that Forever has done for them? They are family orientated. They are career orientated, they are business orientated, and I know they love God with all their hearts. So now this is a couple that truly resembles what we are talking about tonight. So I would like to introduce to you guys Nqobile and Thokozane Mbuyazi. I hope they are here. You are able to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. You are able to share your screen, my leaders. They are my grandparents in the business. They are my grandparents in the business, guys. So these are not people that I just went and asked for guests. No, these are family. This is family. This is how beautiful Forever is, that you get to grow a family here. You get to live in a family orientated setup, to know what legacy looks like, and from people that you literally get to enjoy and meet with and talk to them. I just want to check if they are able to unmute. Yeah, I think they should be able to. Are you able to unmute, Gogo? If they are able, because me in settings, I'm always. Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay,
We
just
are
try to share. I did
unmuted
give you
now.
sharing rights. Try to share and
Yes,
see.
please.
I think I did give sharing rights. Let me just have a look. Let me find you where you are.
Not yet.
It's all right. Let me. Okay, there you are. Uh, all right. Wonderful, wonderful. And then just pour it back to me when you are done, the host, right? So I can be able to get the link when we are done. Thank you so much, family. Let's hear it for the most amazing couple in the Forever Living business that I've come to love and enjoy working with, Nqobile and Thokozane Mbuyazi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. I trust that you've had a great and a blessed Sunday. Um, As we are about to wrap up our week, we are really truly forever grateful to God for giving us another chance each day to see the day, for giving us another chance to impact one more life. If it's just one more life that we can impact tonight, that will be enough for us. I am Nqobile Mbuyazi.
And, and I'm Thokozane Mbuyazi.
Yes, yes. And before any further ado, I would like to thank our brilliant host, um, Manager Zanele, for taking us through this beautiful opportunity so clearly, and everything is just clear. If I was not an FBO already, I was going to ask for another registration form so that I too can be part of this amazing business opportunity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Manager Zanele. And I also love the fact that you make mention of our most important business building strategy or business building activity, and you put more emphasis on it to say that we need to use the product. We do not have any business family if we do not use the product. And what I love most about Forever is the fact that we are using something, we are selling something that we are proud to ingest into our bodies. We are proud to use in our bodies. We are proud to refer or to recommend to our family members. We are even more proud. We are even more proud to give these products to our kids. That is how much we trust the quality of our product. And yeah, they are absolutely amazing.
Yeah. So we are parents to three beautiful children for now. There is future. We could have more. I'm an audit specialist, so I still work as an auditor. So if you are here and you are doing this business and you are not yet in business and you are working and you're thinking, how am I going to do this thing while I have this work commitment? Trust me, it's doable. I'm still doing it part-time because I still work as an auditor. My wife is a retired accountant, so she found Forever and she decided that, you know what, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So she retired from accounting career and she started doing this business full time. So she's full time in the business currently. So again, if you are working and you feel like you are not satisfied with your career, you don't love the environment where you are at, trust me, Forever can be a career of your choice and you can actually make quite an amazing life with Forever. We are over 11 years in the business. In fact, today is the what? Is the
17.
17th. In 2 days' time, we'll be 12 years in the business because we started our Forever Living business in 2014 on the 19th of May. So on the 19th of May 2026, we'll be exactly 12 years in the business. But most importantly, we are the very proud Forever business owners, and we've been proud from the very first day when we started this business, and we are still proud even today. So 12 years is not a it's actually if you give birth to a child 12 years ago, that's almost a teenager, right? So it's so the experience we've accumulated in this business has been amazing. And also it shows that Forever is an amazing company because if you can be in a network marketing company for 12 years, it means that you're in a real deal of a network marketing company. So if you are here, you're a new person, you want to start the business, trust me, this is the place where you have to. And if you are here and you're in the business and you've just started the business, maybe you are 1 year old, 6 months old, 1 month old, trust me, you didn't make a mistake. You are in the very, very, amazing company. And we cannot wait to see you, grow in this business over the next couple of years.
Yeah, so when I explain, or I try to describe what Forever is, I call it the world of endless possibilities. Because in Forever, you just come as blank as you are. You come the way that God created you to be. You are not required to bring in any form of expertise, any form of skill. You just need to come as you are. And what matters most is that decision you make to start and pair it with the goals that you have, because Forever has got a blueprint of how your vision and how your goals are going to come into life. When we started 19 years, on the 19th of May, 12 years ago. We had no knowledge about Forever. We had not been involved in any multi-level marketing. As much as I've always loved business, I've always been somebody who loves to make an extra income. I've always been somebody who knew that I deserved more, I deserved better. But I've never really been into an environment that exposed me to the MLM or network marketing, so to speak. I did not know anything about Forever. In fact, when we started, we had only used a few products because my skin has always been problematic. In fact, when I relocated from Durban, I think it's because of the weather. The wind this side is kind of, or the air this side is kind of dry compared to coastal. So when I relocated to Gauteng or Pretoria's to be exact, my skin started acting out, it started breaking out, and I did not have confidence anymore. I would just put on, or I tried a lot of things before, like tried a lot of products before using Forever products, but they did not work. And I eventually resorted to what we all want. Makeup will just give you instant glow, and you even forget how your skin actually looks when you don't have makeup on. And it was one of the days when we were having prayer and fasting at church, and that specific day I did not have makeup on. For some reason, I don't even remember why I did not have some foundation on, because I would use it every single day, even though it was not too heavy, but just to cover up all the dark marks, the acne marks that I would get after having those breakouts. So, our sponsor, Lungile Dlamini, our mom in business, noticed that my skin was not looking so great, and she approached me by asking me what am I using on my face. And I remember I could not even remember what product I was using because I did not care anymore. I would just moisturize with whatever that I can see, and then immediately apply my foundation. And I told her that I don't even know why are you asking. And she said to me, I've got products that might help your skin to improve. And then she recommended the products. We started out with a few of the skin products, but most importantly, we bought two aloe vera gel drinks because our daughter, the eldest, used to be very fussy when it comes to food. She would dread food. She would throw it in the bin. She would throw it out the window. She would throw it out the door. She would even flush it down the toilet if no one is watching or no one is home. So it was that bad. And she recommended the aloe peaches for us, and we tried that on her. But I'm gonna tell you something. Until the 19th of May, because when we used the products, I think it was when she recommended the skincare, it was a month prior to us
Join.
joining the business. So I must share this one. Up until the 19th of May, we had kept the aloe vera gel bottle in the fridge. We had not used it, we had not drank it, we did not know how it tasted. And this is a mistake that I do not want any of us to do. Once you sign up and you get your product, please make sure that you start by putting your aloe vera gel in the bottle just for it to cool down.
Fridge.
And I mean, put it in the fridge just for it to chill, because it's better. It tastes better when it's chilled. And make sure that you take your aloe vera gel bottle. Fast forward, um, we got invited to a business presentation, and our sponsor had invited her sponsors, which in this case were our uplines, to come and explain the products to the business opportunity and the products to us. What I love most about Forever is the fact that you will start it by yourself, but the support is galore. You and Forever does not want any of us to become supermen and superwomen. They want us to come as we are and be willing to learn how the business work.
So we had no knowledge about Forever. We had no experience in network marketing. We had no public speaking skills, especially for me. I'm one of the shyest person you can ever meet. So speaking to people in public, that was not my thing. But Forever has actually, tested us and actually grown us to be able to speak in public. So if you are here and you're saying, "Yeah, I can't speak. I don't know anything about Forever. I don't know anything about MLM," trust me, you don't need all that experience for you to achieve the greatest things. Currently, we are Sapphire managers in the business. We are Chairman's Bonus qualifiers 5 times in the business. We are Global Rally qualifiers 6 times in the business. Level have to know how to speak to people. You don't need to know, how Forever works. You just need to have dreams. Just need to have your goals and you need to have your vision. Because if you have that, then trust me, you can be able to build an amazing business. My wife and I have been able to build, our business without that experience. The nice thing about Forever is that you join for yourself. So you join to achieve your own goals, but you are never by yourself. You're always going to have someone, to hold your hand. You're always going to have someone to help you grow your business. So you never be, on your own. We are so much grateful to, our sponsors, to our uplines, to everyone in Forever that has actually helped us to build our business, to help us to grow our business, to help us to, to give us information that we need to be able to build our business. But the nice thing about Forever as well is that when you join the business, you actually get a company policy. My wife and I, when we started the business, we used to read the company policy each and every day, analyze it, understand it. So if you want to understand something about Forever Living, product company policy, you must ask us because we know everything inside us. In fact, just as a side note, we have tested quite a lot of clauses in that policy. I remember when we still had the old, country manager Rick and Eve Beaton. We've always, tested them. When we wanted to ask something or when we wanted to understand something, we'll send them an email. We'll, test them so to see if they understand what's in the company policies. Because, if you're in this business, trust me, guys, if you follow the company policy and you do what it says, you will build an amazing business.
Mhm. And yeah, if anyone is a living testimony of this business, this forever business opportunity, it's us. If anyone is a breathing, walking testimony, is us. And we really owe it to the people who came before us. We are forever grateful to the Mbata family, the Dlamini family for introducing us to the business, the Mbata family, and our late sponsor, our late upline, the late great Gabisile Mbata, because if it was not for her teachings, guys, yo, I don't know if we would have caught the vision that Forever has for all of us to succeed. So we caught it firsthand from her because when we started the business, she had already started qualifying. They were not too long in the business, but they had already started qualifying for their own incentives as well. We also would like to acknowledge she is currently present in this meeting, our upline, our Kokozi in the business. Her name is Margaret Nong. I call her the mother of the nation because if it was not for her introducing Gabisile and Begisi Sambata into this forever business opportunity, we would also not have known about it. Yeah. So if you see her, in fact, the last slide that Manager Zanele projected on the screen, it was actually her when she is the first. She's got the first picture when we unpack the incentives. That is her on that first picture of our incentive. Point of correction, it is Dr. Margaret Nong.
So let's talk about the incentive. So the first one we're going to talk about is leadership bonus. So the company says once you join the business, you build your business and you become a manager in the business, then you have to help other people to become managers. You know, that's one amazing thing about Forever. Forever want all of us to be successful, which means if you join this business, no one will recruit you in this business so you don't become successful. Everyone will recruit you into this business. They want you to be successful. So the company says, join the business, become a manager. Once you are a manager, help other people that have joined your business to be managers as well. Now, if you raise your first manager, that's your first generation manager, the company pays you 6% over and above what the company is already paying you. So if they are paying you 6%, that is equivalent to about 18,156. If your manager is like your 60K credit manager, which is an average, what a manager must do on a monthly basis. So the company will pay you an extra 18,156. This is over and above what you are already earning on an average as a manager, which is about just over 30,000, right? And then let's say your first generation manager raises a manager as well. Now, this means you are now having a second generation manager, and you'd be earning about 3% when you are from that second generation manager, which is equivalent to about 9,078, right? Let's say now your second generation manager raises a manager, and this is going to be your third generation manager. From your third generation manager, you earn about 2%, which is equivalent to about 6,052. Now, if you are just a manager, that's what you earn. Also, if you're a senior manager or soaring manager. Now, if your business grows to a sapphire manager level, this 6% changes from 6 to 7, this 4 changes from 3 to 4, and this changes from 2 to 3. We are calling that a gem bonus manager, which is actually another increase that you get when you get to Sapphire Manager business. My wife and I are currently Sapphire Managers, and we are gem bonus, qualifiers, which means we earn even an extra, percentage on a monthly basis, because we are now Sapphire Managers. So the company says you do not do this thing alone. You do with each and everyone that is in your business. You help them to grow, and as they grow, you also start earning even more, income as well. So if you look at this, this was just our January, income. Please don't take a screenshot and share it on social media, because that is not allowed. So, but I thought I should share with you, so this is how you actually build a six-figure income, because once you are having a managers in your team and you are helping those managers also to grow their businesses, the company pays you even more. That's how you get to six-figure income. Their managers will also, get paid seven-figure income. That means they're having more managers in their business that they're working with. In January of this year, my wife and I, we earned 149,000. This is the lowest we've earned this year. So I just thought I should share with you. I'm not gonna share with you how much we've earned this month, because I don't want you guys to follow me and my wife. But yeah, this is how you actually get to earn, even life-changing income, because you are helping other managers also in your business to build their businesses as well.
And when you come across people who say, are you actually can you make real income in this business? Just smile and say yes with confidence, because even if you have not yet tapped into the six-figure income, I promise you it is going to happen. I remember the first time when we started our Forever business, our upline had not yet reached the six-figure income bonus. And we used to have a group of managers where all managers that were in her downline were added into that group, and we would share our income every single month. We would share. I remember when she first got when they got their first six-figure income. It was a celebration,
Yeah.
guys. We celebrated like nobody's business, because now everything was starting to make more sense. To say Forever is not just doing lip service when they say get to manager, develop other managers, and you will then start to earn unlimited income. Personally, I had never been in proximity or very close because we used to be very close with our upline. I had never been so close to someone who is a six-figure income in my life, in my young adult life. I had not been so close to a person who earns a six-figure income. It was only in forever when our eyes were open to say, actually, it is possible, and we started to dream even bigger.
Yeah. And trust me, when we say we celebrated so much, it was obviously because of the fact that someone has earned a six figure, but over and above that, it was also the proof that if someone can do it, this means we can also do it. And we are here, we've done it. This means you can also do it as well. So never stop building your business until you earn a six-figure income.
And
Okay.
even seven.
And even seven. Yeah, yeah. There's seven and there's eight. So don't even stop building your business until you get to that stage. So we also have, a Forever to Drive incentive that we have in our business. So the company says, you know what, we can give you an extra income to pay towards your car. So if you're here and you say, I want to buy myself a new car, or I want to buy myself a car, or maybe I want to change the car that I'm having, trust me, Forever can help you do that. But the nice thing is that the Forever to Drive income is not only for the car. So if the car is not your priority, you don't have to buy a car. The company pays this income into your bank account. You can choose what you want to do with it. You can, pay for your bond. You can pay for your education and for your kids' education. Level two, the company pays you 10,500 for the next 36 months. And level three, the company pays you 14,000 for the next 36 months. The nice thing about it as well is that 36 after the end of the 36 months you can requalify for it again, because if you're still building your business and you're still achieving the case credit that are required for you to qualify for the car incentive, the company is going to give you another qualification as well. My wife and I, we've been in a car incentive since 2016. Now it's 2026, which means it's 10 years. In fact, yeah, we qualified for Forward to Drive in 2016, April. So this month actually marks exactly 10 years ever since we've been in a car incentive. So it's a Forever to Drive. As you can see, it's forever to drive. So it means you can have it forever. Because if you're still building your business, you are going to qualify, for that incentive. And we've managed to buy and drive cars of our dreams. Our latest edition is this car that you see here in the screen, which is the Jetor X70, which we bought last year in October. But we've also been able to drive other cars as well. So we have our very first car with Forever was Ford Kuga, of which we bought back in 2015. Actually, when we bought this car, we were not yet Forever to Drive qualifiers, but we went on to qualify for Forever to Drive incentive, and then the company paid us even an extra money to pay for that car. We've also managed to buy our BMW X3 in 2016, and we've also been able to buy our BMW 4 Series convertible in 2017. So if you are here and you say, I want a new car, or I want to buy a car, I don't have a car, Forever can help you to buy the cars of your dreams.
And if you are somebody who loves traveling, please type travel or type
5.
in in our chat box there. You know what? I've always loved traveling. I have always been the liker of things. I have always dreamed of going to beautiful places. I remember when I started working, I would even Google holiday destinations because I used to stay in Durban. And in Durban, if you've been to Durban, there is a hotel North
North
Beach,
Beach.
yes. I almost said Devon North. It's in the North Beach, the nicer side of the beach. In fact, yeah, I think now it's all nice. But back then, if you stay in Devon North, yeah, you would have clocked
Arrived.
clocked
Okay.
life. Kind of clocked life. So I used to stay at Golden Sands, which is right next to Southern Sun Elangeni Hotel, and I would always see these tourists, and you can imagine the color of the tourist, the race of the tourist. They would always be jumping up and down on the tourist buses in the morning when I am rushing to work. They are just so relaxed, having breakfast, or so relaxed, taking walks by the beach, having their shades and their hats on. And I would wonder, what is it that they do for a living? And I would say, God, this is the life that I would like to live one day. But when I started working, I did not have any. Um, plan of how the traveling was going to happen, but I knew that I would love to travel. Unfortunately, when you start working, there are some goals that you just shift aside because they are not so important, and you start to prioritize things that are important. There's a lot of things that we push aside, and we have to take care of the reality. So when this opportunity was presented to us, and they told us that we will get an opportunity. This company gives you an opportunity to travel the world, and not only alone, but you get to travel with your significant other. It was just another tick for me to say, okay, since I love traveling so much, I would work so hard in this business until we get to travel. I am proud to say that currently, guys, we have been to over 11, 13 countries with Forever. And in all these trips, Forever pays for your flights, for our flights, Forever pays for our accommodation, Forever pays, and sometimes on the global rally. Experience, you even get spending money for the trip. And the picture that you see on the right side of the slide is me in New York, guys. Who does not want to go to New York?
Mm.
You know, Forever makes those dreams that were so far-fetched, Forever brings them home. Forever brings them to your living room. Forever brings them to your reality, So if you are somebody who loves traveling, please don't be like me. When we started Forever, I did not even have a passport, guys. Please don't laugh at me. As much as I loved traveling, but I did not have a passport. And even if an opportunity availed itself then, I was not going to be able to travel until Forever came along. I remember the first time I went to do my passport, it was after we had qualified for our Eagle Managers Retreat, because each year Forever has got 3 international trips. Okay, back then it was only 2. So at the end of April each year, um, that is our end period for our Eagle Manager qualification. So I remember after the Eagle qualification, just a few weeks after, I think it was just 2 weeks after the qualification, head office called us to congratulate us for qualifying for the Eagle Managers Retreat. And then the big question came, in fact, a request for us to send them our passports.
Passports.
And the girl did not have a passport. And I said, Wendy, please come again. She said, please send through yours and TK's passport so that we can start with the trip arrangements. If it was another company, they were gonna say, yo, girl, you don't have a passport now. That means you are staying behind or whatever. But because Forever always does things way in advance, and they plan, their planning is always on point. they allowed us to go. Imagine they're already starting the travel arrangements in May, but the trip is only happening in September. Can you just comprehend? You know, did I not run to the nearest home affairs? Fortunately for me, I used to work not far. It's just a walking distance. I think it's half a kilometer if it's not 400 meters to go to home affairs. I ran to home affairs to get my passport, to apply for my passport. It came back a few weeks later, and my travel diaries started with Forever. And I am also very grateful to say to date, I don't know how many stamps I have on my passport. But Ubaba, fortunately, he had a passport, I beg your
Yeah.
pardon. He had a passport, but he had only traveled as far as Lesotho
Yeah.
with his passport,
Yeah.
and it was for work.
Yeah.
So for
And I traveled alone. They only paid for me.
Jen, they didn't even call me to come. So, Forever allows you to explore and experience different parts of the world, different cultures. It's just amazing.
So each and every year we have three different international trips. The very first one is Level Up, which always goes to Dominican Republic. The second one is Global Rally, which goes to different countries each and every year. And the third one is Eagle Managers Retreat, which is happen around about September, October. Again, it goes to different countries every year. So next year, we have our Global Rally, which is going to Hong Kong and China. Come on, guys. Hong Kong is one of the country that is way ahead of time in terms of the technology. So they say actually Hong Kong's technology is like in 2050. So you want to go there and experience the technology that they are having in Hong Kong. And our Eagle Managers retreats for this year, which is happening right this year in October, is going to South Africa in Sun City. And next year, our Eagle Managers retreat is going to Dubai again. If you want to go to Dubai, guys, you've got to work for this Eagle Managers retreat. And the nice thing about this one is that the qualifying period started right now in May, which means if you are here, you are not yet in business, or you just joined the business, you can still work towards qualifying for this incentive. And guys, Dubai is one of the amazing country, most beautiful country that you can ever actually see, and you've got to go and see it. My wife and I were privileged to qualify for Global Rally in Dubai, which happened in 2017. We went there and Dubai was amazing. It was like nothing we've ever seen. But they say since 2017, Dubai has improved even much better. So what you've seen in 2017 is nothing compared to what Dubai is now. So we're really gonna work for this one and qualify and go to Dubai next year. Now, I want us to talk about Level Up because Level Up is one of the amazing incentive that you can actually qualify for. Now, the reason the company takes us to Dominican Republic is because our aloe vera fields are actually in the Dominican Republic. So the company wants us to connect even better with Forever. They want to show us the future of Forever. And the business, and also they get to show you the future. So if you think Forever is amazing now, 48 years later, trust me, Forever has amazing plans for the future. Our children and our great grandchildren as well are going to live an amazing life because of the work that we are doing now and because of the plans that Forever has for us. So went to this amazing, beautiful, resorts. It was all expenses paid resorts, which means everything that was there
Yo.
was paid for. So if you love food, you could eat whatever food that you want to eat. If you love drinks, you can drink whatever drink that you want to drink. If you wanted to go to a massage or whatever,
You love
everything,
desserts.
if you love desserts, like everything that was there was paid for. So you could just do anything that you wanted to do. It was one of the amazing experience, to be quite honest with you. But it was not just about, that. We got to connect with the leaders of the companies. You can see there that's Greg Mon, who's the CEO of the company, is the son of Rex Mon. Rex Mon is the founder of the company, as Manager Zanele has indicated. So Greg is currently the one who's, holding it together, running the company with other executives as well. And there is Cynthia, who's Greg's wife and a very good friend of my wife as well, because they are friends now. They connected and they love each other for some reason. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I think they say they have the same, fashion and style and all that. So they always talking about what to wear, when to wear, and whatever the case may be. But also you get to, speak because more than just visiting the country and everything, we also have a training with the company, with the executives, and they also get to listen to us. What are our issues? What do we want to see in future? As you can see there, my wife was sharing her story as well and asking the company to, of some, ideas. She was sharing the ideas of what the company can do for the future. And the amazing thing about the company is that they actually listen. And some of the things that we talk about, they actually go out, research, and end up, doing those things as well for the company and for all the FPOs as well. So Level Up was one of the amazing incentive that we went to. And here was everyone who has qualified for Level Up. These are the forever fields. This is just a portion of it, just a portion of the aloe vera field. And we took this amazing picture here. But Forever grows about 40,000 plants of aloe vera each and every year. So this means it's gallons and gallons of or liters and liters of aloe vera drinks and aloe vera products as well.
Yeah, just a few days ago, we were asked as we were celebrating Forever's 48th year in business, and they asked us to share what is your favorite or your favorite memory of Forever. And my highlight has got to be going to the aloe fields. In my entire 12 years of starting Forever, when we start, when we're sharing this business opportunity, we always share how Forever owns the land, how Forever owns the entire process of producing the product. And we've done that confidently so for the past 12 years, but to actually go to the fields where everything starts, it was just magical. It was out of this world. I can try and explain it to you, but I must say that you just need to be there to experience it firsthand and come back to share how you felt. So these are all the level up qualifiers that we had. And I must say that I think it's worth mentioning that in the entire group of level up qualifiers, South Africa had the biggest number of qualifiers. And when we went to the fields, we were chartered, guys, privately so, to the fields. And the flight takes about 40 minutes. It's about 40 minutes flight. In that flight. Imagine sharing a flight with all the big leaders, all the top leaders, and most importantly, our executives. Our executives. Hello, Forever. Oh.
So I want us to I want to show you that flight. I have a video here. Let me see if I can be able to share it with you.
But if it's that one.
So in that video, this was all the Forever business owners there. Let me know if you can see the video, but this is the video. Ah.
Yeah, Julia.
So that video that you see over there is everyone that has qualified for a level up. So here we're being chatted to our forever fields in the Dominican Republic. One of the amazing experience. So if you're here, you're in forever and you want to connect even much better with forever, say this is the incentive that you must qualify for. Here is my wife and I on the field. But before we went to the field, we also went to the place called, you know, the universal alu. So here is where they actually, fillet our alu and store it in a containers before it goes, where they manufacture our products. And here is all the Southern African people that has qualified to go to Dominican Republic. South Africa was the highest had the highest number of qualifiers of the level up this year. So, which means if you are here and you're in forever and you're in Southern Africa, you are actually in the country that is really growing in forever. As Manager Zanele has indicated, we are currently number 3 globally in Forever, and Forever operates in over 160 countries. So these are some of other trips that we've went to. So we have, as I said, we have Agri Managers Retreats. We also have Global Rally. So we've been to Greece as well. In Greece, we went to Athens. We also went to Costa Navarino. Guys, go and Google that resort called Costa Navarino. One of the amazing resorts that we've went to. We've been to Dubai. We've been to Spain, we've been to Monaco, we've been to Italy in Rome, we've been to USA in Dallas, we've been to USA in Phoenix, we've been to Sweden as well in Stockholm, we've been to Mexico, USA in New York. We've visited our neighbors in Harare, Zimbabwe with Forever. So here we're invited as guests, my wife and I, to go and be guests in Zimbabwe. We've been to Dominican Republic, and we've also been to Philadelphia in the USA as well. So these are some of the countries that we've visited with Forever. And trust me, it's all expenses paid trips with the salary that I'm earning, with the salary that my wife was earning as an accountant. There's no country we would have afforded to go to here in these countries, but Forever has afforded us, to visit to all these countries. Last but not least, we have another, incentive that is called Chairman's Bonus.
Now, this is a game changer. This is something that, I always say, forever wenza kakhulu. They really did not have to. When it comes to chairman's bonus, they really did not have to, because if you can start counting from when Manager Zanele started, she mentioned the profits, she mentioned the boost bonus when you have done your 4CCs, she mentioned the referral bonus you get each time you introduce someone to the business. She mentioned the team leadership bonus you get for having a team and building a team. She mentioned the leadership bonus that you get for raising managers, that one that already has a gem bonus if you become a sapphire and above. We've also mentioned the travel incentive, the global rally, the car incentive is the 6th one. Yeah, the car incentive, the 6th one, the global rally being the 7th one, because the global rally includes spending money as well. The Eagle Managers Retreats Forever spends a lot of money. In fact, Forever is, the Eagle Managers Retreats is Forever's favorite incentive, because the Eagle Manager qualification is actually an assurance that you are profits or profits that the company have made in the previous year. They take a portion of the profits and they share that with forever business owners. Now, I need you to always remember this. When you start your forever business, you are not only signing up, but you are actually becoming a shareholder in the business. And shareholders get what? They get dividends. And for you to claim those dividends, you just need to meet the qualification criteria for the chairman's bonus check, which we are going to teach you how once you are in the business and you become a manager. But what I would like you to also highlight is the fact that this is an extra bonus. Out of every paycheck that you get on the 15th of every month from Forever, the referral bonuses and everything I have just mentioned, Forever is going to give you a check, a special check in US dollars. This gets paid in US dollars because we are operating globally. And just now, we just came back from Cape Town because we could not go to Dubai anymore, but we just went to Cape Town to pick our latest chairman's bonus check. Previously, these the checks that we've picked in the different global rallies that we've qualified for, and fortunately back then we could still share how much the checks are. The company could still showcase how much the checks are, but for security reasons and for compliance purposes with
Global
the global
standards.
standards of network marketing, Forever was then um, not allowed anymore to share these checks. But I want you to look at how much we have been able to accumulate in these uh, chairman's bonus check. They are not exclusive to the people that have been in the business longer. They are available to anyone who is willing to put in the work. So the first one was 8,822 US dollars. The other one was 10,238. The other one was 5,227 US dollars. If you convert that to South African rands, yeah, you can just take out your calculator and let me know what it says. The highest that we've picked up so far, when we could still show the checks, was 81,299 US dollars, guys. If you did not believe that this business can change your life, I think now is the time for you to start believing, because tell me which business can you start with 7,400 rands and it has a potential of making you a millionaire one day. There's not a lot of businesses,
Actually, there's none except Forever.
you know, and we have just picked up our fifth chairman's bonus check. And unfortunately, we cannot be able to share this with you. But what I can tell you is that when you become a forever business owner, you need to fight with everything you have to also get your own chairman's bonus a check. And we picked it up in Cape Town at the Grand West for our Forever Global Tour. It was such an amazing experience once again, having to walk up the stage and celebrate and get celebrated. And you don't only celebrate yourself, but the entire country celebrates with you. So yeah, guys, we have partnered with a giant of a company.
So guys, it's not a rocket science. When you're here and you're like, how am I going to build this business? You don't build it with strangers. The people that you know are the ones that you're going to use to build your business because all you need to do is just to change, how you communicate with people. You change how you, connect with people. So your friends, your family members, your colleagues, your neighbors, your social media friends, your church mates, your old school mates, your gym buddies, your business partners, if you're in a different other business, these are the people that you're going to work with to build the business. When we started our business, we connected with friends, we connected with family members, we connected with colleagues, That's how we actually started building our business. In fact, our very first person who joined our business was my wife's colleague. So if you are here and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to build this business, look around you. Everyone that is around you is actually going to help you build your business.
And also, it was a colleague that I had um never met. Like it was the first time meeting him on that day when I started sharing about the business opportunity, I mean about the product. And he needed more products, and I then gave him an option to start. And you never know who needs the opportunity and who needs the product. So your job when you start your forever business is to just share the good news. Just spread the news about the business, spread the news about the products and the amazing benefits they have, and see if you will not be able to build your very own success story by doing that.
Well, there's a saying that says you don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. So you don't have to be the superstar. You don't have to know a lot of people. You don't have to be a good public speaker for you to start, but you do have to start for you to be great. And
Mhm.
that's what we did. We didn't know anything about this business. We didn't know, anything about the products, but we made a decision to start. And today we are where we are now. We're living the life that we are living because we made that decision. And if you're here and you're not yet in business, trust me, make that decision and you will live a great life. And if you are here and you've just started the business and you are still unsure whether this business is going to give you the great, life that you want, trust me, it can give you the life of your dream. But that's if you are willing, to put in the hard work. That's if you are willing to be teachable. That's if you are willing to go through each and every thing that you need to be to go through for you to be successful. We look forward to welcoming into our business and to our Forever Living Products family, and we thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, yes. And yeah, family, in closing, nothing worthwhile is ever easy. I just want to leave you with that. Forever is not easy. I need to give you that heads up. Forever is not easy. However, it is totally worth it. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a Fagimali Zobona. It's not a fly by night. It's not a Fagimali today, Fagi 7,400 today. It's gonna turn into 1 million in 2 months or in a year's time, but it requires hard work. It requires you to stick by this decision no matter what. There's a lot of noise that you are going to hear after starting your forever business. I remember a few weeks after starting, I with excitement, I went to this lady. In fact, we were at the exit at work. This lady, I used to look up. I used to look up to her so much. She had a very good title at work. She was those role model type of people. And upon seeing me sharing a tooth gel with, I was actually explaining the benefits of the tooth gel to our security guard at the exit, and she became interested to see what am I talking about. And I started telling her with so much excitement, yo guys, if I was somebody who did not believe in themselves, I would have cried. I would have took the box, shove it under the bed, or maybe put it in the nearest trash can and just cry and never ever ever look into this opportunity again. She told me 101 reasons why this thing is not going to work. She told me how she knows umamncane wakhe, her aunt used to do this thing, and she never succeeded. You are never going to be successful in this thing. I've never, verbatim, guys, she said, I have never seen anyone successful through these things. And my response to her was, okay, since you say I don't know about other things, I only know about forever. And if you say you don't know any full through forever, I am going to be the first person you know that is successful through forever. And I'm proud to say 12 years later, I am still here. I am still building my forever business. I am still going strong, and I cannot even comprehend how this opportunity has helped change not only my life but my entire world. So please shut out the noise, block the negativity, because one thing about negativity, it feeds on negativity. So if you are going to entertain it, it is going to consume you. So don't allow any negativity to consume you. Just stay in your lane, focus on your goals, do what you are required to do daily, and watch your forever success story unfold. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
What an
Over to you to
amazing.
manage, Zanele.
Yes, oh sorry, I was struggling with getting my audio on. But thank you so much, Gogo and Mkulu. This is really inspiring to know that, you know what, from not having a passport to being in over 10 countries, that alone is to say this business is truly a life-changing business. And yes, we don't see that today. We don't see that right now because you are thinking of where you currently are with the issues of your finances, with issues of family. You don't see that, but because now you are in the business, this helps us to see the possibility. This is what Forever does. It gives you hope where there was no hope, to say, stay the course, build your business. Like you say, Gogo, shut the noise and focus on your journey. It's like what we do every day when we go to work. There's so much negativity at work, there's so much toxicity at work, but you close up and you sit in your corner and you do your work and you go back home just enough for you to feed your kids. Here, you're not going to only feed your kids, but you're going to live a happy life, a healthy life. You're going to be exploring and becoming the best version of yourself. What is needed for you to stay in the business? I just want to close it off from Kulu because what you've just said already is in our minds. For me, I feel like I can picture myself in the Dominican and I want to be able to finish this meeting so I can start working on what I need to do to get myself to Dominican, to get myself to Dubai. I want to be the first person. My husband travels a lot with work, but I love it when this year I took him to the Drankensberg for the managers retreat, and he says, you know what, I've traveled a lot of places in South Africa, in our different provinces. I have never been to Drankensberg. And that for me was like, yes, it. That's what I want Forever to do, to give us our first together. So maybe you are wondering, you are here, is this going to work for me? Is this business for me? I'm introvert, I don't like people, or I overexpress myself. Whatever form of a person you are, Forever will work for you. Whether you are employed, unemployed, you're a student, or you're trying to figure life out, come into Forever and you will be able to do this. And what is required of you is basically for you to give it time and effort. This is a business that requires dedication and commitment. I'm sorry, but Forever is a very jealous business. If you are not going to give the time and commitment to it, it will not be able to give you its utmost resources for you to become the business owner that you need to be. Be coachable. We all come into the business maybe with histories of experience from where we are. Maybe you're a boss where you work, but when you come into Forever, take that boss mentality and throw it out the window and learn the system of Forever. Have a dream and a goal. I asked you when we started what matters the most to you. That is going to be what propels you and shuts down the noise when you are in the business. Attend trainings and events. This is part of what we do in Forever. It does not get any other different than this. When you are here to sharpen yourself, you are here to revive yourself, you are here to remind yourself of what this business can potentially do for your life. Be self motivated. No one wakes up strong enough to fight the day's issues, but you need to tell yourself, I can do this. So you need to be your best cheerleader and your best motivator. Don't wait for the person who invited you here or who is your upline or your sponsor to always tell you, get to work, get to work. You know your bills, your bank balance right now should tell you where you need to aim. Work closely with the person who invited you to this meeting. Have a great attitude. Tell everyone. Let them reject you if it needs be, but tell them so that when they start watching you, they start telling a different story when you begin to win. Take it seriously. This is a business that really does reward commitment and effort. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being in the session. We look forward to welcoming you, and Mkulu and Gogo. Thank you so much, Moti K, as we know you in the business. Thank you so much for inspiring us with your journey, for showing us what is possible in forever. And to all of us here, FBOs, let's continue to work and change lives. To our guests that are in here, please go speak to the person who invited you into the session. Tell them, listen, I don't know what this forever business is. I don't know what happens or what, but I am ready to change my life, because if I don't do anything right now, nothing changes in my life. So ask them, what do I need to do to start the business? And please hold my hand and teach me everything I need to do to learn about the business. And you will definitely get the support that you need. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a blessed night. Thank you so much for putting up with us in this amazing 2 hours. And I believe that we are all going to close this meeting and start working on the goals that we have. With that, thank you, and have a blessed night.